It's nice not having an agenda. It's nice not being in the fucking grind all the time.
Yep.
And but it's interesting. As nice as it is, we for some reason refuse to pull ourselves out of it.
Yeah, I think that most of us, if we're attempting to have healthy social fabric, live within the context of a society or a culture, and there's certain norms, there's certain expectations, there's certain rewards, and it's very difficult and also probably undesirable to operate completely monastically outside of all of that. But what that means is at every turn, every moment, you will have temptation to do something that is probably not serving your long-term interests.
You know, I mean, you are 100% agree with that. You're a well-traveled guy.
Yeah.
I'm a well-traveled guy. I am very curious. Let's say there's a happiness scale.
Yep.
Where does the U.S. lie compared to a lot of the other places that you've been? And then I'll share mine.
Yeah. So I would say I'll back up and just say in the last 10 years in particular, I've been exploring a lot of the US. It is a huge country with so much diversity. And I don't mean diversity in the DEI sense. I mean diversity in the cultural sense, where if we take culture to be a shared set of beliefs and behavior, it's like going to Louisiana versus going to Upper Peninsula, Michigan versus going to Maine. They might as well be different countries. I'm sure we ostensibly have the same language, but they're really, really different. So I think the default baseline of happiness that I observe throughout the US varies quite a lot. But I would say if we're looking at countries, I don't know if I'm going to get myself into hot water with some folks, but this is just what I've observed. I would say that where you have rich social fabric and human interactions combined with some sense of safety. There are different types of safety you could have. That could be physical safety. That could be a social net of some type with healthcare, as would be the case, say, in a Denmark, for instance. Those things combined, which offer a certain level of predictability, not predictability across the board, but I'm not sure how heavily to weight various polls and happiness reports, but you might have, say, for instance, a few years ago, you had Singapore, which is fascinating little country, right? A little postage stamp, but like from swamp to what it's become is fascinating. So Lee Kuan Yew and so on. Nonetheless, like highly structured, quite strict, predictable, but purportedly a high level of self-reported happiness. Okay. Then you take that and you compare it to, say, Denmark, and you could point out a lot of differences, but if you talk to Danes about why they might rank highly on these happiness report cards, you'll get some serious responses, mostly around like the social safety net, frankly, specifically as it relates to healthcare, I would say, and physical safety. So they don't have to worry about their kids running around outside, etc. I did have one friend, because you might guess from the size of my head, I've got some Scandinavian genes. So one of my Danish friends who's like, I said, why are you guys so happy on these reports? And he goes, low expectations. So now I think there's actually something deeply profound about that in a way.